Today let us learn about two different words, chahiye and chah. Both of them more or less mean wish or to want, but they are not interchangeable. You cannot put one in the place of another. Why is that? Look at the first two sentences. We have used different forms of cha, and the last four we have used chahiye. Now look at the first sentence. मैं चाय पीना चाहता हूँ. I wish to drink tea. But look at this. मुझे चाय चाहिए. I want tea. Now look at the second sentence. शारदा अच्छे घर में रहना चाहती है. Sharda wishes to live in a good house. But here शारदा को अच्छा घर चाहिए. Sharda wants, Sharda needs a good home. So both of them mean wish or to want. They mean more or less the same. But look at the structure of the sentence. Here what you actually want, what you actually wish is to carry out an action, to carry out the work of to drink, to live. But here when you use chahiye, what you are doing is you are wanting something solid, a noun. You want tea. She wants a good home. So that is the basic difference. Here there is an action involved, to drink, to live. Here what you need is something solid. But then look at the next two sentences. How has it changed? When there is an action involved, when there is something else involved, then the chahiye takes on three other meanings. It becomes must or should or need to. Then chahiye will mean all the three of them depending on the situation. The difference between must and should is that should is more like it is not very strict, but must means it is a more stricter thing. This is a more stricter obligation. सबको साफ सुथरे कपड़े पहनने चाहिए. We must all, we all. सब means everyone. Everyone must wear clean clothes. आपको हिंदी सीखनी चाहिए. You should learn Hindi. So here, there, if you see with the chahiye, when you have an action involved, what we actually mean is a must, a should. Then it is not wish or want. No, it is not something very plain. This is what, it is not a wish, it is not a want. What you have here is an obligation, it is a advice, it is a suggestion. Now I have written down the rules for using chah and chahiye. Some of them are very evident. You can just look at it and tell me that this is what is happening here. Look at the first rule. Whenever you have chahiye, its form does not change. Whatever your subject is, it is sab, everyone, or Sharda, just one female, or aap, which is what, an elder, one singular person that I am talking to. Whatever the gender, whatever the number, whatever the tense, your chahiye will not change. But look at this here. Chahta, one single male. Sharda, one single female. So it is chahti. So depending on your subject, the gender of the subject, the number, is it singular or plural, is it present tense or past tense, depending on it, your cha keeps on changing. We will see some examples, but for now please understand that when your subject changes, your form of cha keeps on changing, but not so with chahiye. It will not change. Now what is the next thing that you notice here? All the subject here, every other subject is followed by a ko. Sabko, aapko, sharda ko. This mujhe is actually mujhko. Mujhe is the short form of mujhko, tujhe is the short form of tujhko, and use is the short form of usko. So I've just written the short form, but every other subject here is followed by a ko. But here what do you see? You will not see a ko. But this is present tense, but in the past tense, in certain sentences, you will see that the subject is followed by ne. Tense, in certain forms of past tense, you will see the word ne. But now you don't have it because it is the present tense. That is the second thing you will notice here. Here your subject always followed by ko, and here your subject will not have a ko next to it. And the third thing that you will notice, what is it? Your verb. Your verb form. What do you see the verb form here? What is the verb? What is the work you do? मैं चाय पीना चाहता हूँ. I want to drink. So what form is this? Rehna, to live. What form is this? This is what we call the infinitive form. The root form. What is the root form of any verb? Drink, sleep, come, go. It is not drank. It is not lived or lives or living. No. Take the root form. Live, drink, sleep, go, come. To that add a to. To come, to drink, to live. Your infinitive form. That is how it comes in English. The same in Hindi. But how do you write your infinitive form in Hindi? Take the root. To that add a na. What is your root form? Pi, reh, dod, has, lik, ga, nach. To all of that add a na. Hasna, likna, nachna, gana, sona. All of that. This is how your verb comes. But here you see that not everything is ending with a na. Here it is not pehenna, it is pehenne. Here it is not seekna, it is seekne. Here pehenna means what? To wear. This means wear. This means learn. But you do not see the infinitive form as it is. You do not see pehenna. You do not see seekna. Why is that? It depends on the immediate object, the one which comes before. Kapde. Your kapada is what? It is male. Now kapde, kapada is single male. Kapde is plural male. So we wrote pehenne, kapde, pehenne. Hindi, seekhni. Hindi, any language is what? It is female. That is why we wrote seekhni. We did not write seekhna chahiye. Hindi seekhna chahiye would be wrong. Why? Because it is a language, it is female. So we wrote seekhni chahiye. Now I guess these two are quite easy to understand. That you should not have a ko and your verb should be in the infinitive form. Those two are quite easy to understand. But the changes in the form here and the changes in the verb here, that we will see a few more examples, and after that we will start dealing with the structure of the sentences. Now let us see in what all forms chah comes. Chah in Hindi. In English it is what? Wish or want. First let us see what happens in English. In English you don't have to worry about the gender, whether it is he or she or Priya or Vijay. Your gender you do not have to worry in English. You just have to worry about what? You just have to worry about singular or plural. That too is very easy. In past tense you don't have to worry about that also. Whether it is a singular or plural, whatever it is, you will just add an ed form. He wanted, they wanted, you wanted, I wanted, he wished, whatever it is, singular or plural or female or male, no worries. Past, just ed. Now in present tense, two forms, for singular and for plural. For singular it comes with the yes. For the plural it comes without the yes. But two important exceptions, I and you. I and you are singular. It is just me, it is just you. We are singular, but we will follow in this mode. I want to drink. you wish to sleep. So even though I and you are singular, they will fall here in the plural form. So this is how wish and want change. How? According to just the tense. Gender does not matter. Past always ed. Present, see if it is singular or plural and change. In Hindi, your form of cha, you have to worry about two things. One, about the main cha form. It will come in three different forms. Male singular, cha. Female singular or plural, it is chahti. And if it is male plural, it will be chahte. You have two different forms for male, singular and plural. But for female, it is just chahti. 1 or 2 or 100, it will just be chahti. So your cha form falls into two. There are two things together which determine it. One is the main cha form and the other is what? It is the helping verb. It is what is we put together with it. It's an auxiliary verb. It is not the main verb, but it comes with it. Now, this cha form, your gender will determine, but this your tense will determine. Is it happening now? Has it already happened? In present tense, we have 4 different forms. What are they? One is for main, which is like am. I am fine. I am Prakash. So with main, always am will come. With singular, always is will come. She is fine. She is going to the market. With the plural, are will come. So in present tense you have 4 different forms, and in past tense again you have 4 different forms. We have done an entire video on all of them, on present tense and on past tense, so please go and check it out. Now here, how do you fix your cha? For cha, look for the gender and the number and determine what form of cha you want. Next, for the helping verb, see if it is the present tense, then it is whom, ho, he or he. If it is past tense, it is one of this. Just pick which one you want. Now let us see how the structure of the sentence looks in English and in Hindi. Now let us start with English. How do we construct a sentence? We start with the subject I or Amina or we or he. We start with the subject and then we go to the appropriate form of wish or want. What do you mean by the appropriate form? Which means look at the subject. If it is singular, you will write wishes or wants. You will add an S to it. If your subject is singular, he wants, Amina wants. If it is plural, you will put want. You will drop the S. We want. Remember, I and you are exceptions. They are singular, but they will still take the word want. That is what you will write next. Then your verb form. It will always be in the infinitive form. What does that mean? It will look like this. To play, to fly, to run, to do, to sleep, to cry, to laugh. It will always be in the infinitive form. And at last, what will you write? Your object followed by the rest of the sentence. That's why I have just put dots, because it will not end with just the object, right? For example, see here, the object is just hockey, but after that you have a with you. He wants to play hockey with you. So object stops here. After that there is still more of the sentence. So this is how your sentence looks in English. Now what about Hindi? How does your sentence look in Hindi? As usual, start with your subject. Wah, hum, Amina, main. Start with the subject. then the rest of the sentence followed by the object, then verb. Verb is in which form? The verb is in the infinitive form. And how will the infinitive form look in Hindi? It will look like this: khelna, udna, daudna, karna, hasna, nachna. You will write the root of the verb. Every verb has a root, right? Take that kar, daud, ud, khel, and to that add a na. You will get the infinitive form of the verb. And at last, what will you put? You will put the appropriate form of chah. What do you mean by the appropriate form of chah? What do you mean by that? One singular male. So it is chahta hai. It is many. Hum is what? It is plural. Plural, so you have chahte hain. If it is female, we will write chahti hain. Amina, one singular female. Chahti hai. Main, again singular, but whenever you have main, you will have a hu. And here chahta hu. But look at this in English. When I say I want to do exercise, you don't know whether I am a male or a female. But look at this sentence in Hindi. It is chahta, which means the person who is talking is a male. So that is how your structure of sentence looks in Hindi when you use the word chah. The chah keeps on changing according to what? According to the gender and the number of your subject. Now we have done so many present tense questions. Now notice all the present tense and the past tense. They are all simple past and simple present. We are not going into the continuous. Continuous means what? Then there will be an ing. Catching, conquering, drinking, sleeping. If we go to the continuous present tense, or what we call the apurna vartaman kal or the apurna bhoot kal, then it will turn to the ing form. We are not going there. We only have to worry about the simple present tense and the simple past tense. Now that we have seen so many present tense questions, let us just see two of the past tense also. Then how will it change? The tha and the the, that is how it is going to change in Hindi. Now you have two different sentences. Police walon ne chor ko pakadna chaha. पुलिस वाले चोर को पकड़ना चाहते थे. Now both of them mean more or less the same thing. Both of them is in the past tense. But what is the difference? When you use the word ne, we cannot use the. The difference is this is more like a long-term thing. The policeman wanting to catch the thief for a long time. This is something not of that much of a longer duration. That is the same thing. This is Hitler सारी दुनिया को जीतना चाहता था, which means it is more or less like used to. He used to want. This is something he wanted for a long time. This is more of a shorter duration. Hitler ने सारी दुनिया को जीतना चाहा. Now both of them in the past tense, both of them same meaning, but then when you have the word ne, notice that with that chaha will come. Now both are what? In past tense. One with ne, but without any tha, te. What are these? These are your helping words. Ne, but no helping verb. Helping verb, but no ne. Now let us move on to the next part.